Welcome to Kids Culture Club, and today we're going to remedy all of your aches and pains. Good afternoon, Jem.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Healthy?
Healthy at least. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I just remembered something. Okay, this is something that it's not a home remedy, but because I have talked about soju and calamansi being mixed together here in Korea, you should actually try. If you have been to the Philippines, you have visited the Philippines, or you are going to the Philippines, you should definitely not miss out. And if you love soju and you want to drink soju in the Philippines, you definitely not miss out on having soju with green mango shake. It is really so tasty. You know, a lot of people did not know it. I used to drink, I only had, it was an accident when I drank it. Like, we're having soju in the Philippines, and I really love green mango shake. And then suddenly, as I was drinking my green mango shake, of like a drop, it dropped, a few drops on my soju glass. And it really did taste good. And that's what I do when I am in the Philippines and I have to, drink soju. You actually have to try soju with green mango shake. Remember, not the yellow mango. The green mango. I should actually patent it.
Yeah, you should patent that. You'd be like, this is my signature item. I can see it going viral.
Well, there you go.
Yes.
Well, anyway, we're talking about home remedies, not to get drunk. We are supposed to talk about home remedies. So that's our question for today. What's your go-to home remedy when you get sick?
Well, technically mine could also be linked to alcohol as well, because typically, I think in the US, not just me, but lots of people, when you have a stomach ache, I like to drink ginger ale or tonic water.
Oh, really?
Some kind of carbohydrated drink, carbonated, sorry, not carbohydrate.
No, not carbohydrate.
That's like beer. But some kind of carbonated drink usually helps settle the stomach. So that's the go-to for me, is if I'm feeling like a little bit sick, here people usually mix those two with alcohol
yeah.
as well.
I know. Our remedies are being mixed with alcohol here in Korea.
Well, one of the top remedies I've heard from older people in Korea is that they just take a shot of soju with red pepper.
Yes, red pepper. Gochugaru. That's, if you're feeling, you're going to go down with a cold, you actually have 1 glass of soju with 2 spoons of gochugaru.
And
I don't know how you can actually drink that.
That sounds horrible, but they swear to me that it works. And I'm like, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to try it. I'll just take your word.
Yeah, I'll just take your word.
Yeah. Now we're supposed to be, it's so odd. We're supposed to be actually talking about, home remedies. I just remember because in the Philippines, we actually used to drink calamansi with either sugar if you don't have honey. So that's going to be good. Now, if you have calamansi here in Korea and you're feeling like you're going to go down with a cold, you actually have to put warm water with your calamansi concentrate and, of course, honey as well. And I'm gonna assure you, you're gonna feel much more better.
Oh, that's a good tip.
Now, one of the priority when you become a mother, you hated that when your mom used to do it to you. But then again, you get your own kids. And you find yourself doing the same things that you hated your mom doing to you.
Take this, eat this.
Yes. But, it's sort of like, an unwritten rule that we're supposed to take care. We're supposed to have home remedies for our kids. We cannot just send them to doctors or hospitals every single mom. So we're going to talk about what we call here in Korea, mingan the things that we do to heal ailments here in Korea, right?
Right, absolutely. And I wanted to start with one of my personal experiences actually with the mingan yobop is one of the shocking ones that I experienced in Korea, also for a stomach ache, was when I had some kind of indigestion. Someone suggested to me pricking my finger with a needle. So there's an exact spot I found out. It's the corner where the skin meets the thumbnail on the top. So you should prick there and let out a few droplets of blood. And it's supposed to cure your indigestion. So the first time I was surprised. What does my finger have to do with my stomach? But then I found out it kind of comes from Korean traditional medicine that they believe, your bodily functions are kind of connected with your hands.
Yeah.
So certain spots will kind of aid different ailments.
Yeah.
So very
And
interesting.
you began believing it because once you prick your finger, it says, "Oh, look, the black blood."
Yes. It feels very old school to me. Yes. Like they
yes.
used to do it. Yes.
But you know what? I mean, they are so assuring that you're gonna your stomach ache, your indigestion is going to go away. That it feels like maybe it's sort of what do you actually call that when you actually feel them actually really so sure that you're going to get better. So it's sort of yeah. I forgot the word, but yeah, the thing that shocked me.
healed.
Yeah, before that was as I have mentioned earlier. Tenjang in every single wound that you have.
Oh
You get
my
burned,
gosh.
you
It
put
will
tenjang.
burn.
You get yes, you get cuts, you put tenjang, and that's tenjang is the soybean paste here in Korea. It's like what you call here in Korea manto. What's that? Manbyong tongchiak. There you go.
Oh, yeah,
A
cure for all. Yeah, cure for everything.
Manbyong tongchiak here in Korea is tenjang actually.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh. Wow. So there are also no. So that's Korean. That's actually that. There's a lot of things that I knew way back, especially when my grandmother, grandmother-in-law was still alive because she used to do a lot of things in that. And but we talk about all of the different remedies all around the world as well. We should
Right.
talk about it as well.
Yes.
How about in the U.S.?
Right. So from the US, you guys already mentioned chicken noodle soup. I
Yeah.
mean, when we think of home remedies, that's number one. Chicken noodle soup, it's got vegetables, it's got protein, it's got all the nutrition. And then normally that's served with plain saltine crackers.
Okay.
Because you want to have food that's not too stimulating. And when you have a cold, you can't smell or taste anything anyway.
Anyway, yeah.
So I also remember eating oatmeal, just plain oatmeal, no cinnamon, no sugar. Basically plain food for stomach ache, like I mentioned, ginger ale, the carbonated clear drinks, just keeping hydrated. And like you also mentioned, honey. Yes, absolutely. Drinking honey and water, just
Honey and
drinking
water. It's
Yeah.
it's like that's what Koreans do when the next day after drinking a lot the day before.
I guess it works.
Honey and water.
It does seem to work. And I remember that's usually for a sore throat. And I remember my mom used to tell me if I have a sore throat to gargle warm water with salt.
Oh, we do that
Yeah.
as well.
And it kind of like breaks up whatever is like in your throat. I think it helps, but if your throat really hurts, it hurts,
It hurts, yeah.
Yes.
It's not gonna go away.
Yeah. How about the Philippines? You mentioned a few, but do you have anything for
Now-
sore throat or headache?
Not necessarily sore throat. I mean, we do the gargling with salt, of course. The thing is, we have two particular bottles. This is not actually, we call them home remedies, but they are not, you can actually buy them from the pharmacies or from the supermarkets and all of that. Now, there's two particular things. The number one is Vicks Vapor Rub.
Oh, yes.
See,
I
I forgot about
it.
that.
Yes.
And the second one is efficacent oil. Now, when you get sick, when you get fever, when you get flu, when you get whatever it is when you have a stomach ache, your mom will actually just, you have a stomach ache, so they're gonna get that bottle of Vicks Vapor Rub and just rub it all over your stomach. You have a headache, they put that in your
I still
forehead.
do. I rub it all over my face, all over my stomach. Maybe I stink, but I feel better.
See, and
Yes.
because it's sort of menthol. So if you're actually if you're coughing, your mom will actually going to put all of those Vicks Vapor Rub in at your back, all over your
Yes.
back, and it's like it's the manbyong tongchiak of the Philippines, Vicks Vapor Rub as well as efficacent oil.
And that kind of reminds me because that was even my grandmother's generation, mother's generation, they were using that remedy. And I was so surprised, on this topic, I asked my grandmother and mother about their remedies and I got some really hilarious ones as
Okay.
well. So in my grandmother's generation, they used to believe a spoonful of sugar cures the hiccups.
Oh, that's
Yes.
a lot better than actually trying to startle you.
Yes.
People
And they used to use olive oil for everything. So you want shiny hair, olive oil, shiny lips, olive oil on your
wow.
skin, everywhere, olive oil. I've heard this one a lot, and I still do. Whitening your teeth with strawberries.
Oh, okay.
Raw potato on bug bites. Now, my mother still does this one. You know, you put on the mosquito bite. And oatmeal bath. If you have any kind of skin condition, taking a bath with oatmeal. So I see how the remedies change over time, but we still keep some of these basics.
Yeah.
The vapor rub survives.
No, in the Philippines, you can actually see a lot of aloe veras. You know, aloe veras is what we do. You know, you use olive oil. We do that for our hair, aloe vera. So we just, put it on our hair as a hair pack and then wash it off, and you can actually have,
Shiny?
healthier, shinier hair. That's
try.
supposed to happen. And I was just thinking, Vicks Vapor Rub, they don't have that here in Korea. It's not, it's not known here in Korea. But what they know here in Korea is the tiger balm, the 호랑이 용고. I remember that because I have, a lot of old people in the house. So 호랑이 약. So that's what they do. It's a very famous Singaporean actually oil, ointment, or whatever that is.
I think I have that too, and I'm also obsessed with that too.
Tiger balm.
Nobody will hang out with me when I put it on, but I don't care. Yeah,
You smell like grandmother.
Yeah, nobody will come near me, but yes.
Now, all around the world, we have different home remedies. We have talked about the U.S., we have talked about Korea, we have talked about the Philippines. Well, how about the different parts of the world?
Yes, there were so many. It's so interesting to search over all the countries, but some of the top ones, vinegar. In France, they believe vinegar fights infection. And typically, they say vinegar, especially apple cider vinegar, is for you put it on any cuts, but also it lowers your blood sugar and even reduces your appetite.
Ooh.
So they use it for both healing and diet food.
Okay.
And I've heard this one in the US as well. In Malaysia, papaya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you done it? Same?
We know that particular thing.
Yes.
We don't remember a lot of stuff that happened, but yes, we also use papaya as well.
Well, it is actually proven that it fights intestinal parasites. So if you have any worms or germs, kind of those things in your stomach, papaya does kind of kill off those parasites. In the Netherlands, licorice. Have you ever had licorice?
Yeah.
Black licorice.
Black licorice. Yeah. I think it's a flavor of one of those jelly beans.
Yeah. I mean, personally, yucky. No way. But very, very yucky for me. But they usually have black licorice for aiding sore throats. And then this one was really interesting. In Portugal and many countries, garlic is used to get rid of warts, corns, and calluses.
Yeah,
on your feet.
it's supposed to be actually antibacterial, antiviral and sort of that.
Right. So that exactly. You put it on, and most people said, and this has been researched, in 2 to 3 weeks, you can be cured. But do not allow raw garlic to touch your healthy skin, as it can burn.
I mean,
so.
I will allow myself to smell like, like 호랑이 약, 용고, or tiger
Yes.
balm, but not smell like garlic.
Like straight garlic on your feet where you get calluses. And then the last one was in Australia, but also many countries. And, like Paul mentioned, eucalyptus. And eucalyptus oil kind of clears the sinuses, helps you breathe, like the vapor rub as well.
Just actually have to put Vicks in your nose. That's okay.
You kind of feel so refreshed. And that one too, they gave a warning. It's great on your skin. It's great on your body, but don't drink it.
Yeah.
It is for external use only. But that was very popular worldwide.
Yeah. Now, sometimes it's just, it's just like because you're used to it and you feel like, you're going to be better if you actually use all of them. Sometimes it doesn't really work. At times, just like what Jem said, papaya actually is proven to aid in digestion and all of that. So we have a lot of those, but we have, some of them are true, some of them works for you, some of them might not, but some are just really old wives' tales. Just like,
Right.
what we're talking about, dirty socks earlier on
Yes.
with Niall. So are there any truly proven, remedies out there?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And you might find many cultures using these remedies depending on what they can get in the region, but some kind of tried and true ones are definitely number one, peppermint. So peppermint has been used for hundreds of years as a remedy, especially for stomach problems, cramps, gas, diarrhea, constipation, you name it, but also for headaches. If you ever put a little peppermint oil near your head when you have a headache, that's great. Honey, which we already mentioned, honey is proven as well. Turmeric as well. Turmeric is a spice that has been known to help arthritis, to
Yeah.
fatty liver. So lots of foods
Yeah.
contain turmeric.
Turmeric curry, the one that you actually
Right.
use for curry, that's turmeric actually.
Right,
Yeah.
and tea, you can drink turmeric tea. Ginger has been proven for, stomach issues and throat issues. And lastly, green tea.
Oh,
You know,
green tea.
green tea, they've been monitoring it over time. It actually really helps with preventing diseases, first of all. And that's really it. It has so many antioxidants that green tea can really help you
I know.
in the long run. So that's
know.
really great.
I mean, a lot of people have been talking about, green tea and all this, especially those that you actually have to do yourself, the powdered
Right.
ones.
Yes.
We actually have those, I don't know what you call them, but they look like brushes.
The
where you
little
actually,
whisk.
Yeah, the whisk that you actually
Yes.
use. But I don't know, but it feels like, it's like the smell and the taste of green tea for me is sort of fishy.
I also feel that too. I'm like, am
Yeah.
I having miyeokguk, like seaweed soup, or am I
Yeah.
drinking tea?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a bit fishy.
I mean,
for me.
I guess we could say about all these home remedies, not a lot of them are delicious, right?
No.
A lot of things that are beneficial for our health, like green
Vicks
tea.
VapoRub.
Yes, like ginger, please. I know some people love it, but I have to I have to hold my nose to drink ginger tea. But a lot of times the foods that are good for us are so bitter, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, ginger tea I could actually take, but I sort of stay away from green tea. But they say, and it's been proven that it's good for your health with all of those antioxidants. So make sure if you actually can take the smell of tea, that's really good. Best be
Yes.
saying ginger is remedy for sore throat, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, and a lot of singers, especially way back in the Philippines, I mean, in any other country as well, they would often chew on fresh ginger when they're actually practicing. My friend who's a musical singer, she actually always carried this, this ginger, balls of ginger, and she just, rolls them over her mouth because it's supposed to actually protect your throat.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And you do radio, so why not? You can do it as well to
Yeah.
protect your throat.
All right, so maybe you guys won't be able to smell it anyway, so maybe I should do that.
Do it. Try it.
Yeah, well, any last thoughts before I finally let you go?
Oh, yeah. The final thing I want to say is, of course, despite all of these things, the best home remedy is rest. You
Yeah.
should get some rest. Every doctor will tell you. Anyone will tell you. So get some rest if you're really feeling sick.
Well, there you go. Thank you very much for all of that. I hope we made you feel good. That's everything that we have for you here on Diverse Voices. You can find our audio clips of today's interview and the post on Patbang, and that's PODBBANG. And you can visit our Diverse Voices page to listen or download to all of the audio clips. This has been Jasmine with our producer Yomin, our writer Niall, our sound engineer, of course, Jem here in the studio. We'll leave you with a song. This is Iggy Tan with 감기. 감기 조심하세요. Love you all.